thing.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I've been subbing here for like a couple weeks now, and I've been in the library a little bit, and it's like these librarians, even in the schools, I'm like, they're so amazing. And like, they're so chill.
Yep.
And they're so excited, and they can manage different emotions and behaviors of the eclectic mix of kids there, and how they do it in such as like, and one of the women,
With grace.
I know, and they're like these sweet
Yeah.
old ladies, but this woman's probably in her 30s, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like my grandma.
Yeah.
But she's 30. Like, they're a special breed, and I think you're right. We need to utilize them more. Yes, Amazon, you can get books, but you can't learn about so much stuff. And they're such a great resource, I think even better than ChatGPT right now. So that's such a huge tip for people to just go in there, especially if you're looking for a subject, wanting to learn more about a subject, or even the space too. They're so underutilized these days.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep. And if you don't want to read, there's the Libby app that you can get books on. There's less how-to books and less, I would say, mind-expanding material than there is nonfiction on the Libby app. But they do have a whole bunch of audiobooks on there if you don't want to read. But also the librarians can hook you up with DVDs and resources for videos online, and
That's so great. I mean,
historians, if that's what you're into. Like, they literally have connections for everybody and everything.
my kid asked me what a DVD was the other day.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did you then take them to the librarian?
Then I told him about VHS and like, what's that? And I told him, I was like,
blown.
yeah, they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man. Yeah. And then we went to some museum and they saw an 8-track machine.
Ooh.
I think it was at the Museum of Play, maybe. I don't know. But there was somewhere where we saw an 8-track.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Mind blown again.
They just thought it was so old.
Yeah.
But honestly, speaking of Museum of Play, whenever we go, they love the classic old school games.
Yeah.
So we're one of those people that we don't own like a PlayStation. We don't own any gaming systems. I grew up with even a Sega Genesis and stuff, but like we've never bought one. I just get a family membership there. I know this is so sidetracked, but it's like, I think it's important too for listeners. Like, and then we just get this variety, and my kids always go to the classics. Like they'll love even just like Mrs. Pac-Man. There's one game in their new room there where their kids are just playing I could just leave them there for hours.
Yeah. They'd be happy.
It was a year membership is cheaper than a PlayStation.
Yep.
Anyways, win.